This is Zoodiac, a once tier 0 threat, like Tier or like Dragon Ruler, but nowadays it does nothing. It might spam out a Zeus, and that's about it. It's a deck full of 6 effect monsters, 6 Xyz monsters, 1 spell, and 2 traps. Now, this is the part where I go over the similarities all the cards have. Well, they are all Earth monsters, and they're all Beast Warriors. They are all either level 4 or rank 4, and the Xyz monsters, here's their gimmick, as every deck always needs the one gimmick. Once per turn, you can Xyz summon the Xyz monster by using a Zoodiac monster you control with a different name as Xyz material. If it had Xyz material, it's attached to this card now. And then they gain attack equal to the combined attack of all materials attached to it, and also their defense. This is the entire gimmick of the Zoodiac. You just start putting monsters on top of monsters on top of monsters. And then every card has their own special ability. All of the main deck monsters also have an effect while they're used as material. Let's go through the list. Also, they're called Zoodiac. That's a combination of the word zoo, like where you keep animals, and Zodiac, where celestial star signs. Each of these would be based off of zoo animal and celestial star sign. Actually, that makes sense why they're Beast Warriors. Like this guy, being normal special, you can discard a Zoodiac to draw 1 card. And while it's Xyz monster who original type is Beast Warrior, who has this card as Xyz material, gains this effect. So it's sort of generic. Anyway, piercing. You get to cycle through cards in piercing with this one. And 1,600 attack, so a good chunk of attack to give to your Xyz monsters. Our next monster, our Whiptail. Quick effect, you can target a Beast Warrior Xyz monster you control, attach this from your hand or field to the monster. Its effect, while attached, makes so if this card battles, by this it means the Xyz monster if it battles. After damage calculation, banish your opponent's monster. So how this works is if you fight a monster, you put this on your monster, your Xyz monster, and then your monster gains more attack, you smack into something, and you banish your opponent's card no matter what. Nextly, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, lame, you can target a Zoodiac card in your graveyard, shuffle it into your deck. What? Okay. So it gets us recycling. That's about it. The Xyz effect must be amazing. During other player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this card, you can detach 1 material from this card, negate that activation. Protection and cycling. Anyway, Bunny Blast. If it's destroyed by battle or card effect, gross. You get to add a Zoodiac from your graveyard to your hand. Better cycling. While it's a material, during either player's turn, when a spell, card, or effect is activated, you can discharge material to negate. Does not negate and destroy, just negate. So, probably best to use it against stuff like continuance. Stuff specifically quick play spells and normal spells. But not bad. It has a better form of cycling and a better Xyz effect than this one. It's just better all around. Now, Ram. This card is destroyed by battle card effect, gross. You're gonna take the Zoodiac from your graveyard and special summon it. Not bad, actually. Because we get a Zodiac on our field, then we can go into more Zoodiacs. Anyway, when your opponent activates a trap card, you can discharge material negate. Has recycling and trap negation. Last monster in our main deck. After being normal summoned, you can send a Zoodiac card from your deck to your graveyard. It's foolish for a Zoodiac card. Once per turn, you can discharge materials by summoning an Zoodiac Rat Tail from your hand or deck. That's a copy of itself. So if you look at this, so far we have some form of control mixed with cycling. Then we have some form of, what do you call this? Spamming, and then this is battle protection, and then this is also battle, so it seems like a little bit of control with a little bit of battle stuff. Alright, and this is our first ban card, Zoodiac Barrage. No, no, this is not a can this blank come back, but you can target a face-up card you control destroyed, and if you do, special summon a Zoodiac from your deck. If this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target a Zoodiac Xyz monster you control, attach this card from your graveyard to that monster as Xyz material. So, more Xyz material and more monsters. Amazing. Also, you can destroy itself with its effect. Amazing. If you have a Xyz monster, destroy it, get out a new monster. Amazing. Give one of your monsters even more material. Amazing. There's no downsides in this card. Your opponent can't get rid of it, or you get more materials. Well, time for our traps. This is a normal trap. Zoodiac combo. Target Zoodiac Xyz you control. Attach one Zoodiac monster from your deck to that Xyz monster as Xyz material. During either play's turn except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 5 Zoodiac cards in your graveyard with different names, shuffle all 5 to your deck, then draw 1 card. Whew. So its first effect is more material, and its second effect is a pretty, which is, what's that card? Pot of Avarice? Yeah, I think it's Pot of Avarice. But what about our other trap? Continuous trap. If a Zoodiac Xyz monster you control would discharge an Xyz material to activate its effect, you can discharge an Xyz material from another Xyz monster you control instead. Okay. You can only use this effect once per turn, blah blah blah. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 2 Zoodiac Xyz monsters you control. Attach one of them to this, as an attach the other to an Xyz material. So you take 2 monsters and throw them together. Its other effect makes so you don't have to spend materials. So it's all about materials. Anyway, let's go to the Xyz monsters, so we can see what the deck actually does. Tiger Mortar has the basic effect, which is all of this. Now you can make it using 3 level 4 monsters if you want, or once per turn, you can dispatch an Xyz material from this card, target the Xyz monster you control, and one Zoodiac in your graveyard, attach that Zoodiac monster to that Xyz monster as Xyz material. More material, that's it. Hammer Kong. Now, again, all of this is just a Zoodiac effect. When this card has Xyz material, and opponents can't target face-up Zoodiac monsters you control with card effects, except this one. Once per turn, during the end phase, dispatch one material from this card. Amazing. Why? You attach, is it this card? You attach this to it for targeted protection, and now everything has protection for targeting. Our next monster, again, the Zoodiac effect. And also, notice how they're all just pretty generic, 2 more or more level 4 monsters, that's it. For a once per turn, you can dispatch one material from this card, then target a Zoodiac in your graveyard, special summon it, but for this turn, its effects are used. Also, it can't be used as Xyz material, but that's the point of the deck, to be as Xyz material. Trident. A banned card, but it's not banned Master Duel from what I know. 4 level 4 monsters, and let me find the Zoodiac effect. All of this. As a quick effect, you can dispatch material from this card to target destruction. Quick effect, target destruction. Now it does dispatch and target, and then your opponent's allowed to respond. Notice the semicolon right here. Then you destroy. Now, from what I hear, it's, like I said, it's not banned in Master Duel, so what people would do is take something like this, take 2 level 4s, turn it to this, and so they can then Xyz on top of it, turning into this, having a 3 material Dryden, which means they have 3 targeted quick effect pops. And I think they run in tier. I wish I could do that. Damn Konami banning tier. Anyway, this is the Zoodiac effect for our next monster. This card can attack directly. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent while it has 12 or more materials, you can send as many cards as possible from your opponent's hand and field to the graveyard. Then change this card to defense position. Whew. It's a board clear, as long as it has 12 materials. Um, we only have 12 unique monsters in this deck, so that's difficult. You have to get one of every card on it, or duplicates. Probably just duplicates. Anyway, Broad Bowl. Finance effect, here you go. Again, super long. Once per turn, you can discharge one material from this card, add a Beast Warrior type monster, then that can be normal summon set from your deck to your hand. Alright, now that we got all this out of the way, what does this deck do? Well, this is protection, right here. And then the rest of the deck is either spam out monsters or control. A little bit of control, not too much though. Wait, Trident is destruction, you got this which brings out more material, more monsters, and more material. Gets you deeper in your deck, and more material. This is sort of just an insta-win effect. A really bad one, but technically. Gets you deeper into your deck. This is for battle, this is for battle. This just for more monsters. Now, if we had Dryden, I would say this would actually be a deck. What would Dryden do? A quick effect pop. That's your best card in your deck, by far. Zoodiac players, don't try to argue. Your best card in your deck is a quick effect targeted pop. Now, let's think about some meta. In comparison to one pop, what's meta? I hear that it's currently what's that deck? Unchained? Unchained wouldn't mind getting popped. Destroy them, go ahead, do it. What I was always before that? Castira, let me think. Castira would not like it. Before that was Tier. Tier would just laugh in your face. Yeah. Most decks that could be in the meta can pretty easily either get back from this position of getting one monster destroyed. Sure, it's a soft once per turn, but still, you're only just getting rid of one monster, and that's your best card in your deck. I get it for 2015. No, that seems too early. Leave a comment down below what year it was. 2015 does sound too early, but it could be. And yes, I watched History of Yu-Gi-Oh! And History of Jank. Still means doesn't mean I know them. Anyway, while you're down there leaving that comment, you might as well top deck that subscribe button. It's right there. You might be able to get a final piece of Exodia. I'm pretty sure you have all of the limbs, the heads on top of the subscribe button. Just grab it. Good luck.